Hello, everybody, and welcome to a live reaction from MinnMax. MinnMax is a Patreon about games, friends, and getting better. Let me bring this on over here. Hello, thank you for being here. This is a live reaction for what I'm seeing is called Dragon Ball The Breakers. Here's my morning. Woke up, took a shower, had a lovely time, then got an email, and the email said, announcing Dragon Ball The Breakers from Bamdad Namco. And I saw the genre, which is a world I love a lot, and a genre that I love a lot, and I said, how are these two going together? And I have not watched this trailer yet, but we should dive in together. If I didn't mention, MinnMax is a Patreon about games, friends, and getting better. If you enjoy this video, we'd always appreciate it if you threw a sub our way. We have a bunch of great shows like the MinnMax Show podcast or Trivia Tower, our monthly big video game trivia competition, which a new episode just went live. Any help jumping in there, spreading the word about Trivia Tower is appreciated. We've had Dragon Ball answers several times. Okay, without further ado, get out of here. Dragon Ball The Breakers. Let's watch this sucker. Oh, okay. Trunks. Where is this? Cell. Okay. Let's work through this together. Oh, CG. Love it. Fun, specific part in the timeline. Gross Cell, I believe his official name is. Still squeaky spring shoes. Okay. Hell yes. Hell yes. It's interesting they're not doing this with the... Come on. Yes. Wait. Wait, what? You play as the little cell creatures? What? Yes. This is so silly. I am fully on board. And they're constantly shaking, and you can transform as Oolong? That's ridiculous. This is so good. It's just hanging on a cliff. Oh boy, that's the level of jank I like to see. Okay. Ha! Okay, and then he's gonna keep evolving. This is such a good premise. Are you gonna have to play as the androids to get to Perfect Cell? I love it. I will gladly be Scared Bulma in this world. No voice acting, notice. This is... Yes! Excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh. So weird that voice is, isn't it? Use the weapon we have. I've never heard Bulma not talking. So good. So good. Dimps. Okay. On everything. On Nintendo Switch. I am so on board for this. Yeah, White Mex in the chat says, I wish I made this sound when the sounds when I walk. Yeah, his walk sound is so good. Honestly, I would lose my mind if they had the original, well, the original American music for Perfect Cell, that Bruce Falconer music, the dun 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 dun. It's like my favorite song. Well, one of my favorite songs from Dragon Ball. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. Actually, maybe not that much, but first of all, I love that it's called Dragon Ball The Breakers. Such a good, weird name. Okay, so I just love that they're going for this. The Bamdad Namco's like, well, I don't know, survival games are big, or at least they were. I guess they still are. Asymmetrical multiplayer. What can we do in the Dragon Ball universe that's asymmetrical? Cell is such a good choice. Here's the thing. I am so weirded out by like the movements of these characters and the fact that they all seem to be panicking at all times. That's going to be so annoying if you're running around as a survivor and you're just constantly panicked. And it's just like these animations you can't control. Here's what I love. The words survival, Dragon Ball, and asymmetrical multiplayer. Done. Done deal. Also, what is this guy? Is he a Saiyan or not? Is this a random schmuck? And how? So one person gets to be Oolong and they get cool moves? And the only one that can deal damage? Like, that looks so much more fun than cowering fake Saiyan in the corner. Okay, yeah, this is the part that I was like, okay, slow down this camera. And I was all like, slow down this camera because, okay, so you're choosing where you want the drop pod to go. But I love that it's just like jank, weird wall. Yes, the panic does seem appropriate. There's no doubt about it. But wouldn't that be annoying if you're playing it? It's that all the time? Okay, you can get different vehicles. This is so silly. Yeah, you think Bulma would drive that thing. Or that she'd have a weapon. Yeah, absolutely. This is genuinely now one of my most anticipated games. Look, God of War Ragnarok will be fun. I know the internet's screaming about Elden Ring. This might be my second most anticipated game for 2022 at this point. This looks bonkers. It's gonna be janky, silly fun. And I can't wait to break out from chaos because I want to become one of those breakers. Tommy Tucker says this can either go two ways. Major flop like Battle of Z or a success. I mean, we don't have to go to Battle of Z territory. This feels like one of those games that will have an audience for a couple of weeks and then they'll have a big news story about how they're shutting down servers 2 years later. And people will say, remember Dragon Ball Breakers? Remember when they did weird stuff? I'm all for Dragon Ball making weird games, getting a little experimental. I mean, when you compare it to stuff like, hey, we have another microtransaction card game. Okay, Dokkan, whatever the hell that is. That compared to something like Dragon Ball Fusions on 3DS, which I actually liked, you know? Like the idea of like, oh, here's a wacky game, it's an action RPG, you're just gonna be fusing everybody together. Get absurd, everybody. Especially, it's like, after Kakarot, I really enjoyed Dragon Ball Kakarot. It's like, I don't know what they do after that. They use Dragon Ball Super storylines for the DLC. So I don't know what the next Dragon Ball game would be other than another Xenoverse or something. Obviously, Fighters 2 would be fantastic, but it's tough to improve on Fighters to begin with. And it's the idea of like using, I think in the email it said they're using Xenoverse assets for this, which makes sense. And I love developers repurposing stuff. So I am all in for Dragon Ball The Breakers. Thanks, everybody, for joining me on this absurd adventure. I hope you enjoy it. And again, you can always throw a sub our way. We'd appreciate it. We're MinnMax. You can check out the MinnMax Show podcast. We'll be talking about Dragon Ball The Breakers on the MinnMax Show this week because this seems fantastic. All right, thanks so much, everybody. We appreciate it. Bye!